All right, we're live.
All right. Hey, guys. Welcome to Happy Hour Live Chat. I'm Kevin with Boston Blade Reviews.
I'm Jerry with Big J Knives.
So tonight we're going to do something a little different. Thanks for everyone that's here already. I'm sure there's a lot of people still coming into the chat. But tonight we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to, you guys may have seen this advertised, but if you haven't, tonight we're going to be interviewing and showing with Big J here. Tonight's going to be more about Big J, guys. Big J's right around the corner to hitting 1,000 subscribers. He's not far from it at all. And tonight we're going to be finding out a little bit more about Big J, asking him questions. We did this with myself. I think it was the first or second live, Jay.
I think it was the first, maybe the second. I think the first one was more of a test run, but I think it was the second live. We were like, hey, Boston was close at like 900, I think.
Yeah, we did it. Yeah, I think it was the second one. It was the second one, yeah, where we did this. He kind of interviewed me, and I was right around the corner from 1,000, and now he's right around the corner from 1,000. He's not far at all. So we're gonna do a little interview, but we're gonna be showing a lot of knives at the same time. I got some questions for Jay that he's gonna be answering, and just have some fun here tonight. Before we get into that, how many people do we have in the room right now, Jay?
We got 10 in right now.
You got 10 in right now?
Yes.
Okay. I guess we can wait a minute before I was going to do what I was going to do. We'll let a few more people get in. But yeah, guys, so tonight, that's what we're going to be doing. Just we're going to have some questions for Big J's. If anyone has any questions, put it up. Put it up in the comments, guys. And we'll put it up there if you guys have a question for Big J. Tonight's his night. It's not about me tonight. It's about him, getting him to that 1,000 subscribers, and he's going to be showing off some new stuff that he's gotten. He's been on the grind. I'll tell you what, one thing I know for sure is Jay's always working. He's always working on this YouTube thing, man. He puts in a lot of work, but he really does. I'm not just saying that. And it pays off. But yeah, if you guys have questions, throw it out there on the comments, and we'll get it up there, and we'll ask him, and he can answer. What do you got? What do you have right now, Big J? What's new? What's going on with you?
Well, I was on vacation for a week. My mother come to visit from West Virginia. I picked her up halfway. I just took her back today. I took her to Dayton, Ohio. My sister came the other half to pick her up. But the last 2 days, man, I hit that pawn shop on Friday. And then, wait, what is today? Saturday. I hit the pawn shop on Thursday. And then I hit the flea market yesterday. So I kind of sent pictures of what I got at the pawn shop. But one of the items was this little pristine buck, man. This thing right here, the buck 309. I don't know, but it's like immaculate. This thing is like cherry, and I got it for $7.
You know what that goes for new?
Like 40, right?
Yeah, they go for the 309s. The 309s are probably 40. I know that the 301s are like $60.
Oh yeah, the 301s are high priced.
Yeah,
and I was actually in Amish country, and I sent you, I think, a video or picture down there at a salvage store. They have a lot of bucks.
Yep.
I had them show me a couple of the 301s, but I think they were returns, and they got them to resell.
Yeah. Kind of held back.
They were Gap City, but it was like buying a case knife. Cases are, some of them are Gap City, and we can talk about that later too.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that too, because I know that you want to talk about that.
Yeah.
So real quick, just want to get this comment out there.
We got Jersey in the house.
Jersey's in the house.
Jersey's in the house.
What are we looking at for people?
12.
Looking at 12 right now.
Yeah.
Well, I guess right now is just a good enough time as ever to do it, because this will be reran. So yeah, we're actually going to take a few seconds here for Matt Pearson. Now, I know that a lot of you guys in the community have heard about what happened with Matt. So some of you may know, if you don't, Matt Pearson passed away the other day. He was a huge part of this knife community, a really big part of it, actually. He was I went back on some of his videos, and I seen some of his videos when he was here, and he was kind of a jack of all trades in this community. And he was always commenting and encouraging others. One thing I can say about Matt, I didn't know him like that. I'm not going to act like I did. I didn't know him like that, but I will say that he commented on my page, on my videos quite often, especially earlier on. He used to comment a lot, and he really didn't. He didn't know me, and he left words of encouragement, and anybody that does that is just a great guy, great person for doing that. So we're gonna take just a few seconds here just to remember Matt. To Matt's family, we're thinking and praying for you. The whole community has came together on this, and we just wanted to take a moment to remember Matt. So let's take about 10, 15 seconds here, just in silence for that. Thank you, guys. So, it's been, I know it's been rough for family and friends of his, but we're there, we're praying for them. And if you can only slip, that would, but yeah, we're here and we're praying for him. So that was for Matt Pearson. So yeah, to get on now with this, yeah, we're gonna do this for Big J tonight. We're gonna bring this in and see what we can get going here. We got something from Georgia Adventurer up there. If you could carry only one slip joint, what he already has the question. Hey, what's up, Georgia? Georgia, what's going on, man? Hey, George, before we even answer that, I want to say thank you. I know we were just talking in the comment, and you're making me the sheath there, the slip, and I can't thank you enough, man. That is absolutely awesome of you, because I seen the one you sent Big J, and there it is. That's beautiful. The work. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, it hadn't left my side since the day I put it on. This is my new EDC. I haven't even broke the spider. Once in a while, I'll put the Spyderco also in my pocket if I'm going to the gym or something, but that's on my belt 24/7.
I'll tell you, that knife, right? Oh, you do put the Spyderco in that once in a while?
No, I put the Spyderco in my pocket.
Okay.
But I also have that 75 in that slip usually on me 24/7. I haven't taken off. I took a nap earlier and it was on my belt when I was taking a nap. So
that sheath is incredible. I love it. The quality on that is amazing. Thank you, Georgia, so much for thinking of me on making me one of those. I appreciate that. Yeah. So actually, Joe, if you want to answer George's question, you threw it up there. You can answer that. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, I had to throw it up there because that guy's just showing us nothing but support.
He always.
But if I could only carry one slip joint for the rest of my life, and it would definitely be a case because that's what I grew up on. I just now started getting to the GEC game, so it'd definitely be a case. And I'm going to assume I've really fell in love with that 75, but this little muskrat, or not muskrat, this little jackknife, this little cigar jackknife was kind of my favorite. It's a 77 model. It's in pristine condition, but I would probably, if it could only be one for the rest of my life, I'm going to assume I would want to have this one right here on me.
That's the one you would go with?
Yeah.
Can we see that phone up real quick?
Yeah, sure. Let me. So here it is.
That's nice. Very nice.
Beautiful bone. Look at the bone on the bottom right there. How it's got that kind of different collar right there. But it's real tight. But if we look, it's got the. I don't know if you guys can see it, but 77 model. It's got 3 dots with the 70s model. This is actually the last year they made this knife.
Yeah, that's coming in.
Yeah, this knife was only made till 77. And both blades are like brand new. So
beautiful knife. Beautiful
that
blade.
would be it right there. That would be if I had one left and that's all I could carry, I would grab that one and we'd go to town.
So that's, what year is that? That's a 77, right?
77, yes.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful blade. I'm still hooking up my stuff here. Yeah, no, that is what do you think? And this was for later, but what do you think about the new one that you got, Jay?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's got some issues. It's got some slight gapping in it. I don't know if you guys will even be able to see this or not, but it does have a little bit of slight gapping in it. It ain't going to come in, but one thing I noticed, and we got some patina going. Look at that patina.
So did you strip? Well, actually, I want to save that because I have something for you later on that.
Okay.
So let's save that.
Okay. You want to save the knife?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I'm saving it. All right, I'll put it down.
I got something for you later on that same note.
All right, cool.
Yeah, because I do want to hit on that. And I know you wanted to hit on that too.
Yeah.
So let's get right into it. So we're not going to get personal here. That's not what we're doing. We're gonna we got a few questions for you. We're gonna institute get the knives going with it. But yeah, the first thing we had for you was where you're from, Jay, and what got and then also with that same question is what got you started collecting knives in that maybe from that area or whatever. So
I'm from West Virginia originally. Grew up there. Spent the first 26 years of my life in West Virginia, a little county called Wirt County. I graduated. There's only one high school in the county, and they probably graduated 60 or 70 people.
in the county?
Yeah, in the whole county.
How many?
I graduated with like 70 people, probably.
Small county.
Yeah, and and the only way I can explain to people where I grew up. I don't know if you guys ever remember the prisoner of war Jessica Lynch in the Iraq War, the girl that got took captive. Well, she went to the same high school I did. She's just a lot younger than me, so that's kind of where I grew up. And every old timer carried a case knife, and they would have it out in the barber shop, cleaning their fingernails, just doing whatever. And my brother started collecting case knives, and when I got enough money, I bought a sod buster, and from there. I always liked knives, but I really never had the funds or means to really collect them until my kids were a little older, because when my kids were younger, it was all about getting them through school, coaching football. So here I really started amping up the collection the last few years. Always had a good amount of knives on me, but here the last probably 3 or 4 years, I started really focusing on it.
So in West Virginia, is that more? Because I know that it also goes by where you live too. So that was more case than buck, right?
Definitely. Where I was from, yes. You would still see people with some buck knives, but I think, and I think Tom Knife Delights said this, or maybe it was someone else said, hey, he thought maybe the brands were more regionalized. So I think just where I was from, more people carry case knives on them.
Makes sense. No, it makes. So West Virginia, and then and as part of that, now where you are now today, what made you want to start YouTube? What made you get into the whole YouTube scene?
Watching your guys' videos, man. I honestly, I'd watch the videos. I'd be like, man, it was so cool. Because I would learn a lot about knives, and it would actually take me down different paths. Like I would watch maybe a Pete video and think I want to get a battle horse, and then I'd watch Warthog, and I'd be like, oh man, I need to get me some Barlows. Matter of fact, Warthog just released a video probably 25, 30 minutes ago, I guess. I don't know, about he had a Colonel Coon, just beautiful stag Barlow he just put out.
Beautiful, beautiful knives.
Yeah. So it was basically just watching your guys' videos and be like, man, that's one thing else I could really get into. I stay pretty busy, but as you know, I got a lot of freedom kind of with what I do for a living. So I got time where I can work on things here and there.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. What you think about Boston Blade reviews, Bucks?
Oh man, when I seen those, I was like, I've never seen a collection like that. And I've told people that, like, I've never seen a buck collection displayed the way you have it displayed. I've never seen one on YouTube like that. I don't think there is one, honestly, that I've seen. I've not personally seen one.
I appreciate it. Hitting with you on that one because you said you were watching our videos.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I started watching the videos and I was like, and I had a good amount of knives. I was like, oh, I could do a video. And I started with like sharpening, but no one wants to watch that crap, sitting there listening to that for 45 minutes, grinding on a stone or whatever. So
spitting on a stone.
Yeah. Spitting on a stone.
We won't talk about that.
Yeah, man. Huh.
But all right. So yeah, so kind of just watching videos and that's what kind of that's what got me involved.
Oh, definitely. 100%.
I was watching other videos and being like, you know what, this looks like fun. I can do this. We
got Sean Fleming in the house.
Sean, while we got him up, can we get your no, I don't want to say it like that. Can you email me or Big J. Big J, is your email on your page?
No, but I can give it to him. I can just
Okay.
somehow Sean, yeah, we want to get some decals out to you, man.
Yeah, we got something for you.
Yeah. So any way you can get us how to get those to you.
If that's possible, yeah. That would be great. That's great. We can talk more about that. So yeah, so let's see here. So that's what. So you grew up in West Virginia, Big J. You a lot of case knives when you were younger, and getting into YouTube, just watching other people on YouTube. That's what kind of got you into the flow.
Yeah. Because I don't watch TV or anything. I just go to work, I lift weights, and then it's all knives. Honestly, I focus on that hobby.
Yep. Okay. Growing up, let's see. Growing up, what did you own? What did you mostly own, and what did you always want to own? And if you have any still left from then.
I don't have any left because I've lost them.
Yeah.
But I responded to your video. I got up early one morning while I was on vacation because I felt bad filming anything with my mom here. So I did a response on your video, and on that video, I kind of explained that I started in the hay fields and at the sawmill with like a sod buster.
Yep.
And that was kind of my main knife. And I probably burnt through 3 or 4 of them just from using them and losing them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'd be working in a hayfield or something. And of course, I've lost every work knife I've owned. But that was kind of what I started on, was a Sodbuster Junior, you know. And if anyone wants to see a real Sodbuster, this is
I got to get one of them. This is the real.
It's a 76 model, full size. It's a beast.
Yeah.
But what I always wanted, because all the rich kids, well, I don't want to say rich kids because no one where I was from was rich, but all the kids or all the guys who parents probably worked at DuPont, which was like the main employer back home, they always had a muskrat. And my brother actually did a lot of trapping when we were younger. And we always strived to like, man, I want a muskrat. And I never bought one, honestly, till my wife got me this one as a gift. I think a birthday gift, probably when I was 27 or 28. So
you still keep it in pristine condition?
Oh yeah, this has never been used. It's called the Man in Black, I believe. Yep. 1 of 500 Man in Black. It's the Corlon, you know, that stuff there. But that was what I was always like. My brother had his, and I was like, man, I'd love to have one of those. But of course, my mom couldn't go out and get me a $30 knife, let alone a $50 knife. She'd laugh at me.
Laugh at you, right?
Yeah.
Outside and play.
Yeah, and you kind of know how I grew up, and I was one of those kids who got to work at the school in the summertime. That's how poor we were. And my mom's deal with us was, hey, if you can buy your own school clothes, if you could just do that. So from like the time I was 12 on working at the school, I'd buy my own school clothes, but I'd have to save all that money to be able to do that. So I really couldn't afford to go out and like buy knives and stuff like that. So
yeah, you were putting it towards things that you needed.
Yeah. And but I mean, she let us run wild for that. She was like, if you can buy your own school clothes, and you've seen her on the live last week, you kind of know how she is. She's a wild old hoot. But as long as we could do that, she was like, I'll let you guys pretty much do your thing, So that was it. It's kind of how we grew up.
She's very, very down to earth. Talking about mothers, you always gotta throw the mother. Hey, to my mother, I know she's watching this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my mom's like, I'm subscribed.
Yeah. My mother is too.
She's watching. Oh yeah.
Hey, Mom. Yeah. Hey.
Oh yeah. But now I can pay it back. She made $4 or $5 an hour working 2 jobs, and now she came out here and she didn't need to bring no money with her. We went out to eat every single day, and she don't have to open her wallet for anything now. So that makes it nice.
Absolutely. And it's nice to be able to do that too.
Yeah, it is.
It's nice to be able to do that. I'm glad you guys had a good time.
Oh, we did, man. We ran wild. She brought her little scooter out, and we just scooting through the Amish country and the mall and the flea market.
She had the other scooter going?
Oh man, she got hung up at the flea market.
Did she?
Yeah, because it's real soft there where Lee sell those knives. So
Yep. All right. So this is kind of in tune with the last question. Do you have any of your childhood knives? If you do, can you show them anything? No. Okay.
no, dude,
Those are all gone. Those are all
and
gone.
then yeah, a lot of stuff. And man, I had this place, and we would always party at it or whatever. So I had a bunch of footballs, like a bunch of my high school football stuff, and it got took. And I
Yeah.
don't have it. I don't have any of that shit.
Yeah. They disappear.
Yeah, people come in, people are coming and going, and putting stuff on, and
Yeah. I know how it goes. It's
shit's long gone.
before you know it, it's long gone. What are we looking at? People in the chat. I'm trying to get my.
We got 18 right now. Trying to break that 20. I know that Jerbs and some other people were doing a live in memory of Matt, so I understand. We started probably while that was ending. I would say so. So.
Yep, absolutely. And I know that was Scab and Jerbs. You said right. I remember seeing that. That was tonight. Okay. Yeah. So the next thing we had for you, Jay, here was how has your taste changed in knives since throughout your YouTube journey? So how has your taste kind of changed in what you were looking at before and what you're looking at now?
Well, when I first started YouTube, I was like, I got to buy the highest end of the high and show that high end stuff. And I learned pretty quick that, man, you really don't have to do that. You don't need to buy every GEC that drops. You don't need to buy every single Bark River. Matter of fact, I bought 5 Bark Rivers, and I got let down on 2 of them. So I was like, I started picking up some bucks, and then I picked up that Battle Horse, and I was highly impressed with that Battle Horse, man. Those buck knives, I fell in love with them, and started amassing quite a few buck knives already. But the GECs are always finished great. But you got to chase them.
Right.
You got to try to get a deal on. You definitely got to try to get them on a drop if you want to stay kind of affordable. If you're trying to buy as many as I've got, or as many as what you or other people on here have, you kind of got to be a little bit careful with how you're getting them and stuff. That's how I feel, because I just can't afford to go out and get every single one of them. You
talking about GCs?
Yeah.
I have that one. That's it. I have the one. I have many though. I have a lot of the bucks. But I know what you're saying. So GECs, you got to catch them on the drop. That's really the way you got to do it, right? So you're saying throughout YouTube, it's kind of changed. You're kind of getting into more different style knives now.
Yeah. Well, I always started with kind of the affordable stuff, and I talked about this probably 2 lives ago, where I would go to flea markets and pick up like this. I could get like a Texas Jack like this for like $30 or $35 off of Lee. And then once I started YouTube, I was like, let's get some GECs, let's get some Bark Rivers. And I was like, whoa, this is this can get a little bit out of control. So I kind of started winding back a little bit.
Yeah.
And really looking for stuff I like to chase. Like, I fell in love with chasing that little 700 series. But as a matter of fact, I sent you one earlier that I'm chasing.
Yeah, yep. I know which one you chased. The 705, right?
Yeah, the 705 and a 701 is the only 2 I need that are left that I need to get.
Yep.
And I've been having a great time doing that. So I'm like, I'm having more fun doing that than I am sitting at a computer waiting on a drop from DLT or maybe getting a knife because there was a couple of GECs I got that I was like, like the little Schaefer Farm Whittler. I really wasn't impressed with it. It's a good knife, but I like this. I like this one a lot better.
So let me. So and I know that Warthog, he's gonna know this. Other guys in the chat are gonna know this. But with buck knives, it becomes a chase. It does become a little bit of a chase, like you said. You get the 700 series. Now you want the 703, the 701s, because you're trying to complete that series.
Yeah.
And it's you got to find them on the secondary market, because a lot of them, all those are older knives. The 700 series are older knives now, so you got to find them on eBay and over here and over there. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you can't really the 701 is particularly hard to find. affordable. You know, you could spend $115, $120 and get a nice one with a box, but I'm more into finding one that's like 40 or $50.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
oh,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah.
I just want to say to the people in the comments, we're just getting rolling here. What's up, Jersey Knife Guy? He was on last week. He that was fun with Jersey last week. So that was part 2. So Jersey's in the house. We have Randy WSG, Mike Curtis is in the house, BC Gerbs, bunch of people, Georgia Adventurer. So we wanted to actually shout out a couple channels while we were here. Randy's WSG, and also Mike Curtis. They're coming into the YouTube community now, and they're coming in real good too. They're coming in hot. Randy's WSG, he has videos up, and he's doing great. Same thing with Mike Curtis. He's got his videos up and he's doing great. And we wanted to throw their names out there, and you guys subscribe to them. What do you want to say? You want to say something about them, Jay?
Yeah. Randy, what impressed me with Randy was his response video to your work video, your work knife video, because he can't carry. And I said this in my video, he can't carry an aggressive looking blade, but he had to do a video, and he wanted to do the video, but he had to explain, you know, what he was allowed to carry. Because, and like I said, I don't want to explain what he does on here. You guys need to just go watch the video. But his response to yours, he had to think outside the box to where he could come up with the video, and that really impressed me. And I want his drawing too, and I got the package right here. I promised I would open it on camera, and I haven't had time today because I was traveling to take my mom back to Ohio. Yeah. So that'll be opened on camera, and I'll put the video out probably Monday. And then he's also got a 500 sub giveaway. Randy does, and he put his video out for that earlier, and we were coming back. You know, that car ride, I got to do something. So I was like, hey, I'm going to take his video and share it on my Instagram and see if he can get more subs with that. So, you know, I'm trying to help him out with that stuff. And Mike Curtis, man, he's got some tools. Like, he'll put those shorts up. He's like, man, I got 3 out of 5 of those tools, and he's got some good stuff.
I was surprised because I catch Mike Curtis's she has a lot of shorts right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's putting out a lot of shorts. I was surprised at the stuff that he has. He's coming out with some really nice stuff. So those are 2 channels, guys. You know, if you're not subscribed, go over, subscribe to them. Mike Curtis and Randy's WSG. 2 great channels.
And Jerbs put up a great comment here. You know, it's not all about questions. Sometimes it's just a basic comment that I like to pull up.
Yep.
As much as it would be awesome to own every blade out there, but yeah, the cost of some are huge, and that's very true. And you know, people like myself, you know, I got to be kind of careful because I'll go buck wild once in a while. I gotta kind of hold myself back. And you know, I know, Boston, I know how you feel about it too. You know, you gotta.
I can't do that, man. Are you kidding me? I you know what you see over here, guys? I've had these for a while. I'll be honest with you. I grab a knife it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm going to grab a couple of cheaper ones, I might grab 2 every 2 weeks, but I'm not grabbing a GEC every week or something like that. That's just not feasible for me. I can't do it. And but yeah, exactly, Jerbs. I get that 100%. If you can, man, hey, all the power to you. All the power to you. But yeah, I see the El Cap Addict. He's in the building.
Oh yeah, he's another one who he always comments on my videos too, and I love that one because I try to respond to every single one of them like you do. You know.
Yeah, he's El Cap Addict's great. My question for you, Jay, we're just gonna kind of freestyle with it now. Is so what is Big J got in? What's new? What's new to the collection?
So you guys, I picked up those Victorinox at a pawn shop. This pawn shop up here is going out of business, so I was in there, and he's got like a $10 bin. Everything's 30% off, and I found a couple of those little Victorinox, and they had like advertising on them. I know nothing about them, nothing at all about them. I'm like, I'm gonna buy these for gifts. So I buy these things, and I have no idea the ones with the advertised people really like those and want those. So I picked up 2 at the pawn shop.
Yep.
And I've already put them in packages to be sent out to people. I'm not going to say who they're going to, but you know, I had no clue. And then you were telling me, because I was like, hey, I picked these up. And you were like, dude, the ones with the advertising. And then I knew you smoked. I used to.
I used to, yeah. I vape now, but you know.
So I was at the flea market yesterday, and Lee he's got a display cabinet with mostly Victorinoxes in it, and I found this one, and I'm not even sure what this is called or what model it is.
Yep.
And I told you how good it was last night. I sent you a little video, but it's got the Marlboro
Hell yeah. Yeah.
advertising on it. So you were the first person I thought of. I'm going to just buy this and send it to Boston. Well,
absolutely, man. We know what I bet. Now, I could be wrong about this, and you guys can leave it in the comments, right? But do you guys remember? This is way back. But you remember the Marlboro Miles? Anyone that smoked there, or anybody that knows about the Marlboro Miles? They used to be on the side of the cigarette packs. So you buy a pack of Marlboros, and then you would peel the side off. That was called a mile. Then you would get a catalog, and you could pick out of the catalog depending on how many miles you had, what you could get. I don't know if any of you guys remember that, or if you guys did that or whatever, but I'm thinking that might have came out of a catalog. I don't know, but that's
I think Jersey was telling me that same thing that you're telling me about the miles or the coupon or whatever.
Yeah,
but I mean, this thing's never been used.
That's
so
awesome.
What I did was I just grabbed 3 of them and I was like, Sarah, here, take these and go put them up on Lee, because Lee sits up at the top, and I just start a pile. So she took them up there, and I seen her up there talking to him, and he owes me a favor, and we'll talk about that here in a second. But
Yeah.
She came back and she was like, he had 25 on this one, and then he had 10 on each of these little ones. So I was like, $45, no big deal. I'll buy him to give away as gifts. And she came back. She's like, Jerry, he said you could just have them. I said, okay.
Ew. See, that type of stuff I love. I love that. You can get a deal like that, man. And that's how you get inventory in. I got a lot of people in the comments right now that are saying, when we were talking about the Marlboro Miles, so we have, was it Dang Ross? He said, I still got some stuff from it, talking about the Marlboro Miles.
Oh, yeah. So he's got the cooler.
Yeah.
It says right there. I still got the cooler.
Jersey Knife Guy, he's talking about, he knows what it is. Let's see here. Just give me 1 second. Jersey Knife Guy. Yeah. So Dang Ross says, I have the cooler. Jersey Knife Guy knows about the Miles. A lot of people know about those. That was, okay. Yes. There's a few people that know about it. And then Tyler Gibson, he goes, heck yes. You buy coolers, jackets, knives. Very right. That's true. That's right. They had all types of stuff in that magazine.
So how I got that deal was I helped him sell 2 high-end knives. One was a Randall that needed rehandled.
Yep.
The other one was a case-tested fish knife, green bone handle with the original sheath. And, the Randall was just by mistake. I took a picture of it, and I'm on a couple of different Facebook pages, and I think I put it on a Bark River page or something, and the messages just started hammering me. So I didn't want to put Lee's information out there. A guy was like, "Hey, I'm serious. I want that knife." And I'm like, "Hey, I'll just tell you where he sets up a stand and you do the rest of the digging." So I told the guy where Lee usually sets up at. He made some phone calls, got in touch with Lee, and purchased that Randall knife. And then that guy rehandled it and sent me a picture of it. He used fossilized walrus tusk.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
To rehandle that Randall knife. It was called like a 1211 or something of the sort. It's a big ass knife. But then the case fish knife, he wanted me to try to sell it. So I was like, okay, I'll put it on the case page and see what happens. And I put it up. I was leaving work and I had it sold before I got home, which is a 25-minute drive.
There you go.
So it happened that fast.
You hooked him up, so he owed you.
Yeah, he did. It's $600 worth of knives, $600 in 2 knives.
And that's 2 knives.
Yeah, and he called me. He's like, "What do I owe you?" And I said, "You just owe me a good deal."
That's
it. So
that's
how. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great way to get a few. I mean, you can't beat that, right?
Yeah, and he when he sees me coming, it's kind of like the place where you go when they see you come through the door. They know, hey, here's probably $100 bill. Let's treat him right.
Yeah, that's
same with Lee out there.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. When I go to that store, they know there's $100 bill at least coming. And I don't go there often, but when I do go, yeah.
Yeah, because the flea market here is only once a month. It's 1 weekend a month. So,
War Dog, we appreciate you. War Dog says 20 viewers, only 5 likes. Smash that like button, guys. And there was someone else that subscribed. again, guys, this is getting Big J over to that 1,000 subscriber hump. He's putting out a lot of stuff, guys. You guys have probably seen a lot of his stuff that he has out right now, and he's right around the corner. You know, share his channel, He's doing great stuff now. That's what this is about right here. This is about, you know, a little bit about where Jay's from and what he does, and getting him over that hump. So yeah, so Jay, so the next thing, so your Bucks there, you were talking about them a little bit, and I know you're trying to get another one in, but you're trying to complete that. So as far as right now, what do you have from the 700 series?
I have the 703. Hold on, I'll just pull them out here.
Yep.
I got this.
You want to zoom in and show what you got?
Yep. Okay, this one here. And these are great little knives, guys. This one right here is the little, 709. So it's a little two-bladed knife.
It's nice.
So I cleaned these up. I mean, when I got them, they're very dull. But this one right here has no date code on it, so it's a 72 through 86, and we see, you know, it's in great shape. The blade's got plenty of. I don't think this knife was ever used, honestly.
I don't think that looks used at all, Jay.
Yeah,
that looks brand new.
And it's got, you know, like I said, I polish them. I just use flits, honestly, is what I use on my knives. I don't know if you're supposed to or not, but that's what I use.
Yeah.
Then I got a 703, which is the three-bladed Stockman, the smaller Stockman out of the series, because the 701 is the larger Stockman.
That's nice. That's what number is that?
This is the 703.
Yeah, yep.
And I believe this one here is an 88 model.
I'm gonna have to get that one from you, Jay.
It's in great shape.
I'm kidding.
I got this at the flea market too. I think I gave Lee 25 for that one.
That's nice.
Then I got one more, and all those have names. Like the 703 is the pony. You know, the 709. Shoot, I forget the yearling, I think.
Yeah.
And then I think this one-bladed 70. I believe this is a 709. No, this is a 704. I'm sorry. The 704 is called the Maverick, I believe.
Okay.
But this is either an 88 or 89 model. It's got the V date code. So whichever one that is.
Is that a single blade?
Yeah, it's a single blade. It's called the Maverick, I believe.
Nice knife. You're going to have them all completed in a little while here.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Lee has some out there, but it looks like someone put them through an electric sharpener. So I won't touch those.
No.
You know, because if there's stuff missing off the blade, I find it hard to get those unless it's like a higher end knife. You know, unless it's like an old knife, like a case tested Barlow.
Yeah.
You know, and you've seen that tested Barlow I've got. You know it.
The one that you're. Go ahead.
It's just that old green bone Barlow I repaired a blade on, but this son of a bitch here.
That's nice though.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Something like that, if it's missing some meat, I'll buy it if I get a good deal on it.
I'm still trying to see what I can do with this. Right. This is the just real quick. I'm trying to see. This is the 701.
Yeah, that's the one I need. Yeah.
But the problem is with it is the tip's broken on this. Right. I bought it. There was actually I told you the story before. There was a guy down the store that I went to, and he was just a customer, but he had it. And he's like, I've had it since 88. It's an 88 model. And he's like, give me 20 or 30 bucks. I think he said 20, 25 bucks for it. I was like, yeah, here you go. But
yeah.
I want to see if I can send this into Buck and have them put a 301 blade up here.
They could either do that, or they could probably reprofile that blade itself. Just
right.
Like, hey, save the blade, reprofile it. And, you know, it's going to be a little bit shorter, but it'll be the original blade.
That's right.
You know, if you tell them, yeah. And Warhawks, they grind it into a warning. Grind it into a warning clip.
Oh, warning clip.
Yeah, that's kind of, you know, that's that stinking one I had. You know, I had to sharpen that big divot out of the blade, and it took me a while, but I finally got it out of there on some diamond stones.
I don't know if you know this, but what Buck actually does, right? What they do is if you send them a knife and you want it repaired, and it's an older knife, so say one of those knives needed to be repaired, what they do is if they can't repair it, they'll send you a knife that's similar to it,
Yeah.
But they'll also send you your old one back with it.
Okay.
No, they don't take the knife from you. See, that's where people have that misconception. My buddy, he does it all the time. So say you had a 701 like that one and you wanted it repaired, they couldn't repair it. Basically, they'll send you that back with one that's similar to it.
Yeah, that would be ideal because I mean that knife that you got right there, they don't make that anymore. So
No,
you you definitely don't want them keeping that.
no, they don't keep it. They'll send you one that's similar and they'll send you that back with it.
Yeah, that's
Um,
crazy.
not for sale, Jersey. LOL. Is that what you wrote?
Yeah, I don't. He said he'd buy it off of me. I don't sell knives, Jersey. I sold one knife, and that was the end of my selling career. You
This
know.
the saw grunt goes great customer service. Yeah, they do. They do have customer service.
Oh yeah, top notch. I did a short and said, "Hey, backed by Bucks Forever warranty." I think I did a short on a 110 and kind of mentioned that. Just because they take great care of you.
They do. They really do. They have some of the best in the business. Best customer service in the business. What else do we have here for you? Here, I had this question for you. If at this current moment you could have one knife, what would one? Just one.
Just one. If I
Yeah.
could only have one knife, man, that's a hard one.
If you could pick something right now that you want, what would it be?
That I want that I could buy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, what do you want? Well, yeah. Maybe you might not be able to afford it, but
Yeah, I don't know. I to be honest with you, I really don't see any out there that I'm like, hey, I gotta have that. It's too high end for me because I really don't even look at the stuff that's super high end. Like a Chris Reeves, I don't even look at Chris Reeves knives, honestly.
yeah, I don't either.
Um, to me, golly, I the Spyderco makes some good stuff.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But the pair of three, if I could, if I'm out and I usually have the pair of three on me in some form or fashion. But man, that's a tough
Well,
that's a tough one.
I'm the same way as you. I really don't look at the higher end stuff myself. I just don't.
Yeah.
I kind of look at what I can afford. So, Spyderco's, Bucks, things of that nature. But I mean, I really don't look, but I know that you have some. And I'm kind of curious. You have some Bach Rivers, correct?
Oh yeah, I got
Yeah.
5 of them.
Can we see a couple of those?
Sure.
What got you into the Bach Rivers?
Watching these stupid YouTube videos, those Dutch bushcraft boys. I really liked hiking, and I'm like, I need to start looking for a knife to take hiking with me. And man, you can go down a rabbit hole with Bark River because they make so many different options. One will just be a little longer than the other, and it'll have a different name, or it's just crazy the amount of options that they offer. But
Right.
like I did a short on this one. This is the little ultralight bushcrafter,
That's nice. I
elk
like.
handle,
Yeah.
3V steel. So I mean, it just stays sharp forever.
What kind of steel?
3V.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
It's really tough stuff, and really really will hold an edge, and you can really beat on it. So it's pretty tough. But if I'm just going hike, like if I'm doing stuff around the house, or if I'm going hiking, I don't want to take one out and risk dropping it or beating on it. And I've showed you, and I actually want to send you this knife for you to check out for yourself. It's the Gunny. I love the Gunny. I love the handle on the Gunny. But this is the one that I had reground and reprofiled,
Yeah. Yeah.
flat grind.
Yep.
So it's just A2 steel, but it is tough steel. This is tough stuff. You can beat on this all day long, and it'll come back sharp, sharp enough for me. So,
What exactly did you have done to that knife?
see, when I first got this, it had a ramp right here. A lot of the Bravos and Gunnies have a ramp right here to put your thumb on. These were actually devised for like military Marine recon teams. So they wanted something. The Bravo was the original. It's a lot bigger. But the recon Marines wanted something that was easier to hide in a belt and to pull out kind of fast. And they devised this Gunny right here. And I had the ramp removed, and then it come with a saber grind on it. And I wanted a flat grind.
Yep.
Because I got a gunny with the saber grind.
Yep.
So I wanted something that was easier to butcher deer and hog and stuff with. So I had him put a flat grind on this.
Okay. And it came out beautiful, huh?
Oh yeah. We try to butcher a couple of deer a year, and we're into buying half hogs and doing most of it ourselves now.
Yep.
So I'll be right out there in the driveway with one of those big white foldable tables, the water hose, and the meat grinder, and Sarah's doing the bacon curing. I'm shoving sausage through, and
yeah.
you know where it comes from. So we usually go down and she'll get half a hog off the Amish down there.
See, there's some things right there that they didn't know about you that you're in. But yeah, there you go.
Well, growing up in West Virginia, you eat a lot of deer meat because you're hunting it all the time, and we ate a ton of it when I was younger. And then you kind of roll into that once you start hunting.
Right.
You'll get a group of 6 or 7 men who'll go out and shoot 14 or 15 deer, butcher every single bit of it themselves, and have meat in the freezer for quite a while.
Yeah. Plenty of meat in the freezer. You can have last months and months, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. BC Gerbs had a question, and he said, let me just get up to it. BC Gerbs is asking question. He says, what's both your guys' most carried as well most used blades? I think that I talked about but I'll let you answer that one first, Jay.
My most carried is going to be a Spyderco Para 3. And that's probably my most used as well. But this one right here, like I said, I got back into carrying a traditional. So since I've got this, I've carried it every single day and I've been using it every single day. So this large Stockman, this 75 series Stockman, is slowly taking over the role.
For me, is the Para 3 as well.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I just can't get that knife. I can't. It doesn't leave my side. Out of all the buck knives that I have, that the Para 3 is just the way it fits your hand, the way that it opens and closes. It's just perfect for me, anyways. Georgia Adventurous says I like that Bushcrafter.
Oh yeah, and he thought I live in southern New Jersey. I actually live in central Illinois. Don't ask me how I got here, because Jesus. The weather's crazy.
So about that new case knife that you have, you paired that up with the sheath that Georgia got for you, right?
Oh yeah, I sure did.
I know you wanted to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, Georgia, I appreciate this so much. I made a video and I had to take it down, and I felt so bad about that. I am going to remake the video. I promise I'm going to remake. I've just been on vacation for a week and I had my mother here, but I'm going to remake the video. But he made this killer sheath, and this thing hasn't left my side since I've got it. I didn't wear it the first day because I wanted to make the video, and I didn't want it to, because I'm all the time rubbing into stuff or whatever, and I want it to look pristine on the video. But
can you zoom in on that?
Yeah, hold on. Just give me a second here.
That's beautiful.
EDC Leatherworks is his leather making business, and they also have an Etsy page, EDC Leatherworks. But man, look at the touch on this flag. Look at that.
Absolutely beautiful.
I mean, how many people are doing that? I mean,
yeah, right.
So I always have notebook paper on me, and I'm all the time trying to write handwritten notes because I feel those are a little more personal than, say, a typed letter. I don't, if I'm giving someone a thank you, or if I'm gifting someone something, I want a handwritten note in there. So what I did, I got on his little Etsy page and I ordered me one of these bad puppies from him. This is his 3x5 journal cover.
That's nice. That's really nice.
And guys, this is top notch. I mean, this is.
Oh yeah.
Look at the stamping on the inside of that.
Beautiful. That is some great work. Fantastic work.
Look at that. It's just, I mean, when I open this, the first thing that comes to your mind is just class, just pure class.
Yep.
So my wife and son are like, gosh, can you get your own notebook? Because I'm all the time bumming paper off of it. And my wife actually bought me a little notebook. But I was like, he sent me that, and I got on his Etsy store, and I'm like, I'm going to order one of those journal covers, and that's what I'm going to use to start making my handwritten notes when I send people things. So
yeah, I see a lot of guys in the comments. They're commenting about it right now. Right now, BC Jerbs, Jersey Knife Guy, Randy. There's a bunch of people commenting. Mike Curtis. Yeah, it is very nice. Very nice. Georgia, man, that's beautiful, beautiful. I love the color that he did on that sheath.
yeah, it is. I'm telling you, I you can't explain it. Like words can't put into. It's hard to describe it because it's like it's so classy and it fits. Like, and this knife right here is what I've been carrying in it. This large Stockman.
Yep.
And I like to carry it with the carbon 1095 sticking up so people can see that and ask questions about it. But hey, what do you got there, man? But I haven't. Yeah, I mean, it fits perfectly in there, and there's no chance of that ever coming out of there. I mean, I've wore this for a week straight, and that knife has never once jiggled loose or anything. It just fits perfect. And I bought those. Those came as separate items. I bought the knife, and then he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna, do what he did," and it just a match made in heaven. This is what I would call a match made in heaven.
100%. That's, you got two American-made knives. I mean, two American-made, the sheath and the knife right on your hip.
Oh yeah.
I know you wanted to talk about the patina a little bit, right? Didn't you want to bring that up?
Yeah. What I did when I first got it, this knife, I bought this to carry, so I didn't give a shit about scratching it, tearing it up, or anything. But I jammed it in a potato. All the blades and let it sit there. I didn't really, I mean, it did a decent job, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a little flitz to it, get a little bit of it off there. And then Doom Crew was like, dude, I just honestly peel an apple a day. So I just started doing that because we have meat rabbits in the garage. You guys were hailing me about those damn rabbits on that live the other night. So we feed them apples. So my wife thinks I'm crazy because I'm in here using this knife peeling apples for our rabbits that we feed. So, but yeah, it's doing a good. I mean, it's got a nice little patina on it, and it's a nice little conversation piece. I had this at the flea market, and I was showing it to Lee and his buddy, and they were like all over it. But I noticed something. I tried to check this knife out when I got it as much as I could, but one thing I never even noticed, and I'm going to blow this up for just a second. On this clip point, can you guys see the grind? There's grinding markings right here. It's smooth, and you see that rough spot?
Yeah, you can. Yep.
So what I'm assuming is, as this knife's going down the line, the clip point blade was riding a little high. They said, hey, Jim, grind some off that. Jim did it, and then they can go back and polish it or whatever they do to finish that tang. Well, I was out at the flea market last night, and Lee has a 75 series. It's carbon steel one in amber, an amber bone, and it has the exact same marking as that one does on that clip point tang.
Wow, that's kind of odd, huh?
Yeah, it's really odd. I don't know if all of them are like that. I did send the picture to Doom Crew because he has about 10 of them.
So let me ask you this: because you said there was a few things that you finding wrong with it.
Yeah, it has. I mean, it's not really bad, but there is some gappage, but not a lot. I mean, and you're not even going to be able to see it.
Yeah,
but like up in here, there's just like maybe a half an inch where you can see light coming through. Nothing severe, and of course, it came with blade rub.
It had
blade rub on it right from the box. So, but I didn't care because I was like, you know what? I'm buying that knife. I'm buying it to use. I don't care what. I told myself this. I said, Jerry, you're not going to be anal when you get it. You're going to get it, and you're just going to start using it. And that's what I did.
Yeah, I mean, it's a user. So what did you think? I know that you put you stuck it in a potato to get the patina, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Didn't you say that you tried taking the patina off, right? Because you didn't.
Well, I took some. I took some flits.
Yeah.
I always, I'm sitting in my toolbox, so always have flits handy, and this one's about empty.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I use to clean it up. And you can get patina off blades with that.
BC Gerbs, he says the apple a day, patina is the way.
Yeah. Yeah, it works. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Another good thing is cooked beef.
Well,
Cooked
yeah,
beef.
yep, that's what Warthog's saying too. Well, he's saying if you cut hot meals, you'll get a bluish coffin slips a little easier.
Yes, you will.
Yeah, yeah, a little taller. He's saying, yeah,
Yeah.
So cutting hot meat, right?
Yep, hot cooked beef. And then El Cap, well, he said the El Cap cut spicy Italian sausage, the coolest blue patina. Hey, I got Italian sausage. We always got that because we always have about 500 pounds of meat on hand here for, for only 2.5 people in this house. So it's crazy.
I'll tell you what, that's one of my favorite because when I was, when you're in Boston, when you're walking down the streets, all you smell is Italian sausage. Sean,
yeah,
know about that. He's from the same area, but when you're downtown in Boston, man, all you smell is hot sausages the whole way. Whether you're in Faneuil Hall or you're you're downtown, wherever. But when my wife cooks up those sausages, man, I always say the same thing to her. It smells like Boston in here. So I sausages with some of my carbon steels,
And Tyler says you can wipe mustard on. I'm gonna put his up here. You can put mustard on the blade for patina. I use white vinegar, then wipe it off just so the patina is nice and even. Yeah, you can. Yeah, and I do the vinegar on my Moras. Put it in the microwave maybe for a little bit, and then just stick that Mora down in a cup of vinegar. And it works good as well. But to me, I wanted it to look like a user because it is a user. So I was like, I'm just going to beat this thing.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't give a shit.
Well, that brings me. I'm going to show something for a second, right? I'm just going to show this for 1 second, but that's the same thing with this. So Jo, I have it in hand now. Jo just made me this sheath. If we can blow that up for a second, but this sheath here. So Jo Adventures, he just made me the sheath. He did a really nice job with this. This is for my Buck 301, and it's funny because this knife. Sorry, guys. This knife here is in great condition. This is a 2006 or 2007. Never been used. There's no gaps at all. There's really not any gaps at all in there. Blades are in great shape. Just this is the 301 Stockman. But I wanted to have a sheath made for it. And so Georgia came through. He pulled through with this one here. And I did a video on that. But this is a user, guys. I'm gonna use this knife, and I'll be using this slip with it here. I shouldn't say sleeve. It's more of a slip. But he did a great job with it. He also had one made from Georgia, from Jo as well. But yeah, just a great job with it. Really nice.
And I sent him a full-size trapper because I couldn't decide what knife to use because I don't know if anyone watched my video on why I had Jo make the slip he made for me, but it's to give to my sons because we love to fish and he put a fish on it. So I just sent him that full-size carbon steel trapper. It's like, hey, make it to fit a trapper. And I said, I want the same stitching and collaring as what you gave Boston on his to make it a little bit different than the first one I got because I don't want both boys with the exact same sheath. So
Right.
And instead of doing this style, he's going to do the fold over.
Yep.
So let's see what it looks like. I mean, these are classy too. I mean,
Can we see that close up?
Yeah, the darkness and richness on this.
Very nice.
And that's what houses that old tested Barlow I got. So I got this old 20 through 40 Barlow in this slip here. So whatever boy gets the Barlow will get the slip to go with it.
That's very nice. I like the green on the lanyard.
Yeah, he done a good job with that. Because it's a green bone. They call it a green bone. So I said, hey, make it green. So
Jo Adventures and also Georgia. them two right now in the knife community, they're making some great stuff, guys. I know that a lot of you guys, even George just said it. He goes, "Jo.'s making some nice leather products." Yes, he is, and Georgia, you are as well. You both. I mean, you guys know if you guys want some leather done, Jo, Georgia, both of them. You go either way, you can't go wrong. Now, Warthog said, "Sweet, looks like a new old stock." Yes, it is. It is new old stock. If you're talking about 301, yeah, that's like a 2007. That 301. So yeah, so anyways, okay, so what's new? What's going to be coming? What do you have planned? I know that the weather's getting nicer. What do you have planned around the
Well,
corner?
if the tornado sirens quit going off, I'm going to get outside, and I definitely want to test the battle horse.
Yeah.
Those of you guys who don't know, I bought a battle horse Smoky Mountain Razor, if I can find it. So it's this one here. And I did the video on putting the open-offs on the sheath. Look how good that sheath turned out with that open-offs.
Very nice.
So that open-offs is a protectant / gives it a new car smell. But I got to beat. I'm going to murder this thing. I just want to take it out and I want to try to kill it. It's 01 tool steel. So if you guys want to learn about Battle Horse, Jersey did a video, I think yesterday, Fixed Blade Friday, on battle horses. So get over and watch his video if you want to learn anything about battle horse knives. I did a video on this one as well. Very sharp spine for scraping ferro rods.
Can we
this
see
one? Yeah, hold on just a second. So it's Scandi ground. I wanted something different. I usually go with green canvas micarta. This one I did black, and I never had a Scandi. The only Scandi ground knives I got in more 511s.
Yep.
So I always hear great things about feather sticking and batoning with a saber with an actual Scandi grind. So I want to try that with the Scandi ground. But this is just a clean knife. No billboarding. The only thing you have is this small, tiny maker's mark right here. And you know me, I'm all about plain and clean.
Yeah, that's
so
a real knife.
This is right up my alley. And I just, like I told you, I commented on Jersey's video, or I watched it on the way back from Ohio today. And I was like, I'm going to take mine out. I'm just going to try to murder it, just see if I can kill it. I think it'd be funny to video me just beating it to death. So.
And that's what Jerbs just said. He goes, "You guys need to get out and make some fires and show us using your blades." That's around the corner, Jerbs. That's man, it's been cold. It's starting to warm up now. Finally, up here in New England, we're getting nicer weather. It's going to be in the high 60s, 70s next week. That's a first. It's still been 30 in the morning, 27, 22. When I leave to go to work, it was like 22 degrees last week. So. It's still cold up here, but
now I can get outside when it's cold. I don't care.
Yep.
But did I show you the video of me leaving the gym and it looked like Dorothy was going to get blown away?
Yeah.
And the damn tornado sirens are going off every other day. Me and my wife are hunkered down in the middle bathroom because I don't have a basement. I'm probably the only person in Central Illinois without a basement. So. It'd be great. I mean, you ain't gonna be able to hear shit, but you might see some stuff blowing by me. But that's my problem here is the wind. It's just insane. You're out there, you're trying to video something, and it just sounds like garbage.
Yeah, he sent me, guys. He sent me a video the other day, right, to my phone, and he sent me a video. He was hunkered down in the bathroom with his and all you could hear was sirens going off in the back, the tornado sirens, man, and that's the Midwest for you, though.
Yeah, it actually leveled a big warehouse about 2 miles north of me, the Illini FS warehouse.
Yeah,
it flattened that son of a bitch.
Wow.
So,
2 miles.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's just right up the road, and that's weird about this place is like when that was happening, you can hear it. You can hear the tornado. You can hear just this rumble. But here at the house, I mean, stuff was kind of hitting here. Not real bad, but I'm just like, this sucks. And then I sent you the video, me, my wife, and our 2 dogs in the bathroom. It's just, hey, hold on, babe. Hug that toilet seat hard.
That was hilarious. I think TK, Thrifty Kniffy. What's up, Pete? What's up?
Here.
What's up, Thrifty? Thrifty's in the house right now. So I just want to just real quick. We got the main guys in here. Then Thrifty just came in. Warthog still in here, guys. I just want to say one more time again. We really appreciate you guys being here every week, man. This is awesome. This is fun. Every week we do this. And again, guys, this is for Big J, this one. And Jay, what are you at right now? I know you're up like at almost 800 subscribers or something.
740, I think. I did 2 shorts yesterday, and that it gave me 11 subs, I think. So 742 right now. I just looked.
And for all the content, he's putting out a lot of content. Jay's putting out a lot of content, guys. He's putting out great stuff. Put him out there. Share his videos. But he's right around the corner. And now I know you will also, just what I'm saying, to share his stuff. Like videos. That's another thing I wanted to talk about too. Is Pete said it best. Pete, Jersey Knife Guy, said it best. He said at the end of one of his videos, and I actually been saying it at the end of my videos now too. But if you like a video, like it, hit that like button, because it what it does is it helps with the algorithm of YouTube. The more likes you have, the more that video will get out there, and you guys know how that works. But it helps with the algorithm big time. So let's start liking it. If you guys like it, like that, smash that like button. Jersey Knife Guy just wrote yes. Yeah, that was good that you mentioned that, Pete. BC Jerbs says I'll be doing a shout out video for you both after this. Thank you, BC Jerbs.
Yeah, thanks, Jerbs.
Appreciate that. And that's what I've been doing is whenever I see a video, I always hit that like button on all you guys' content. And it just helps the algorithm of YouTube.
And comment. I always try to comment, even if it's just, I try to make a specific comment to let people know that I watched the entire video. Like if I see something in the middle of the video, I'll just be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. I like that too on that grind or something, just to prove that, to say, hey, I'm here supporting you. But sometimes I can only put thanks for sharing. So sometimes I can only put that. But if you comment, that also helps big time. And comment on mine. I'll talk back to you. I'll wake up in the middle of the night looking at them. And
Big J wakes up at 2-3 in the morning answering comments.
Yeah, man. I'm taking that damn dog out at 4:30 in the morning.
He's on his grind, I'm telling you. But BC Jerbs, again, I think all the content creators should help other creators grow. Absolutely. That's a good one to throw up on. BC Jerbs, just put that out there. Yeah, and that's something that I'm all about too. Is I'm always liking other videos, watching content. But sometimes, with work, I do miss to comment, even though I watch them, and that's something I got to get better with. And I have been trying to get out more content for you guys, trying to get it in between work. So basically, that's what we wanted to talk about today. I wanted to ask you, Jay, now, what do you want to kind of hit on right now? This is your thing. What do you want to hit on a little bit?
Well, I picked up another piece at the flea market last night. I think I showed you, and I put a video, maybe a short up of it last night, but you know how I told you, I don't have a 112. I want a 112.
Yeah.
And I was out there a month ago, and I'm like, Lee, do you have a 112? And he said, I got one right here. And it had a little, and I said, I want one with finger grooves. And he goes, well, I got one. But on one of his finger grooves, it had a little marking, little imperfection. I was like, I want something better than that. So last night I went up there, and he had this one. It does have an imperfection in it right there, maybe. If you can see it, just a little spot in the wood, but nothing bad. But
can't even see
this is my new 112 that I picked up last night in a package deal off of him. Come in the box with, come in brand new box with the sheath and everything. And
so right there, that's my favorite knife right there that you're holding. That's my favorite knife. What do you think? What do you think about that compared to the 110? I like the 112 over the 110. What about you?
Same.
Yeah. Yep.
I love, you got this little choil right here, but I love the finger grooves. Once I don't know who put a video up of one with finger grooves. Maybe it was you. I don't know, but I've always wanted one since I seen that video.
Yep.
And I told him last month I wanted one, and he actually worked with a distributor to get me this one. So that's my new 112.
Yeah, that is absolutely. Yeah, I have a 112 that no, I don't know. Do I? Yeah, I have a 110 with it's the 87. I'll show you what I like about the 112 a little better, okay? Here's the 110 that we all know, right? But the 110s, they don't have the curved bolster. So you guys probably know this, but the 110s, the front bolster here, it doesn't have that curve. But if you look at the 112s, right? So the 112s, so this is I believe a 60 to 70 something version. But anyways, this is the 112. You see how that has the curved bolster? Now they all have that today, but the 110s don't. And that's what I like about the 112 is you get a better, I feel like you get a better grip on it because of that curved bolster right there. Whereas the 110 is flat. You know what I mean? You don't have that curve in your finger right there. Whereas the 112 you do. You have that wraps around your finger. And honestly, for me, the 3-inch blade is all I need. I don't really need. I mean, the 110s are great, but to do hunting or some heavy task, yeah. But for everyday carry, the 112 is the way that I go. That's what I like.
What year is that 112 you had right there? Did you say an 87?
No, this 110 finger groove is an 87.
Gotcha.
12. I'm sorry, and I showed you the wrong one, but the 112. This is a 69 through 70 something, 60 70s model.
Yeah.
This 112 right here. This has the 440C, and as you can see, it has the bigger bolsters. Has the I'll show you real up close. This is the new 112 on top.
Yeah.
You see the difference?
Yeah.
So the new 112 has a smaller, thinner handle, thinner bolsters, and the old 112 has a thicker handle, thicker bolsters. Also, this doesn't have the nail nick. So the one on top has the nail nick that we all know, and the one from the 60s, 70s that doesn't have the nail nick. But yeah, but I like the 112. The 112 just fits my needs better. That's all.
Yeah, I don't need a huge knife. I'm not into carrying like a big, huge knife. Even a fixed blade, 4 inches on a fixed blade is good for me.
Yeah.
I really don't need a 6-inch blade to go on my hikes. Now, even if I'm going for 2 or 3 days, I'm probably only going to take a gunny with me, a Bark River gunny, or maybe something like that Smoky Mountain Razor. But you're talking 6-7-inch blade on a knife. That's a lot of weight and a lot more chances of hurting yourself. So
yeah, that's it. You don't need all that extra weight on you. You know,
no.
You just don't need all that extra weight. So congratulate. Is that your first 112?
Oh yeah, that was my first one, and I made sure I held out for one with finger grooves because he had some without the finger grooves. But I'm like, yeah, it's got to be one with finger grooves, man, or I'm not going to buy it.
You made out. You really made out with that, and you got a great deal as well.
Yeah, he had as a matter of fact, I was going to buy it for you. He had an 87. I think it was a 303. Does that sound right?
A 303?
A small little knife like this, but it was an 87 model. But man, someone had put it through an electric sharpener. And I was like, golly, man.
Yeah, they put them through those grinders, man, and they come out horrible.
Oh yeah. And you can just tell it's ate alive, and you're like, what?
Yeah, that's just somebody who doesn't know how to sharpen
Yeah.
Talking about sharpening, you got a pretty good sharpener, and your skill set's pretty good with sharpening.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of practice. If it's something you want to get good at, I suggest practicing on something that you really don't care much about.
Yep, that's right.
And really paying, like if I was going to tell someone to practice sharpening, I'd tell them to go get a knife like this, an Imperial Sawbuster. I paid $1 for this. I got this for $1.
That's unbelievable.
Brand new in the box. But I would say, hey, get something like that. A Sharpie is your best friend. Put some Sharpie on the edge.
Yep.
Work on your stone work. Take your time. Don't drag the tip off the edge. That's important.
Yep.
Paying attention to the tip of your blade, because nothing makes me more mad than a dull tip on a blade. And a matter of fact, I hate coming back to this, but this case had such a big belly on the tip, and it was kind of rounded. And a lot of cases are because they polish these blades. So I actually reprofiled this clip point blade right here. The grinds were horrible on it. It was curved up. It had a big round in the end of it. So I just took my time on my DMT diamonds and got a decent point on it. But the more I sharpen this, the better it will get, and it will be just needle. It'll be like a hypodermic needle in a year or so.
Oh, absolutely.
I didn't want to take a bunch off at one time. I just wanted to take my time. And that's what you got to do. You just got to practice and, study it. Watch videos. Watch Neve's Knives, I think, has got great sharpening tutorials.
Yes, he does. He does.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, you could watch mine, but mine are boring compared to his.
If I recommend something, sorry about the lighting. I'm just trying to grab something here. But if I could recommend something, guys, sorry about that. If I could recommend something, it'd be this right here. If you're on the go, I mean, this isn't something that obviously there's a lot better equipment than this, right? You got better equipment out there, but all I'm trying to say is if you're on the go and you guys need something to shop, I'll be honest with you. I use this even at the house. I use this to sharpen up my blades. Big J doesn't know this, but I can sharpen a knife too.
Oh yeah.
Right. But,
well, I believe you. I mean, if you guys mean knives as you do, I know you're going to be decent at it.
So, I'm decent at it, but guys, this right here is great. You guys can get this on Amazon. I believe it's like, I don't know with inflation now, but it was like $30 maybe or $40 somewhere at Plainfield. But, you have your higher grit, you have a lower grit here. You have your ceramic rod. It gives you a little bit of leather here. Actually, it gives you a leather here for stropping. You can change this over to sharpen fish hooks, this and that. This has been my best friend as far as sharpening, guys. Kind of curious. Do any of you guys own any of these? Have you ever tried them? Let me know in the comments. But this really does work great. And then El Cap Addict just said, yes, those workshop guided field sharpeners are excellent. Yes, they are. I highly recommend these if you guys are going out and you're looking for a good sharpener.
And Worksharp is a very affordable. And Worksharp puts out videos on how to use their products, which I love.
Yeah.
Because when I got my Precision Adjust, when I first started sharpening, I just had a generic stone set, Smith stone sets, what I used for years. But then I was like, maybe I should try a guided system, but I didn't want to spend $600 or $700. I was like, let me try a lower end one and see if it works.
Yep.
And man, they work. Yeah. Those guided sharpeners. That Precision Adjust, and I bought my Precision Adjust before they had the upgrade kit.
Yep.
So I just went and got the upgrade kit a few months ago, and man, it hair popping so fast. But that's I'll only use that on bigger blades because smaller blades like this aren't going to fit to where you can get your stone to hit it.
Right.
So for stuff like that, I did a little I went and got these DMT diamond stones.
There you go. Yeah.
They're it's 2 stones, are double-sided. And then I bought a stone holder, one of those rubber foot stone holder things.
Yep.
And man, if you're sharpening on a stone, let me grab it here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I highly suggest, and you could tell it's been used because all the grit and everything, but I highly suggest getting these. You can get these off sharpeningsupplies.com. I think this is their store version. I think I paid $20 or $25 for it. But the DMT Diamond Stones, that set right there, I'm going to say $85.
But it's very affordable.
Well worth it. And you can like the tip on this. Reprofiled it, no problem, very quick. It's got extra coarse, fine, and extra fine. It doesn't really tell you the grit number on it, but man, it works like crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. I see in the comments, real quick, Tom's in the house. What's up, Tom, from Knife Delights?
Tom,
what's going on? And then real quick, I just wanted to mention again, just in case that it kind of went over everyone's head earlier. I just want to say to Sean, get us your address. Me and Big J want to send you out something. So Sean, if you hear that, get us to your address. You're gonna leave your email, right?
Well, I got an idea right now. If he will comment his address on one of my videos, good. Sean, if you can go to my most recent video, I think you've already put 2 comments on it, but if you can go to my most recent video and put your address in there, I'll write it down really fast and I'll delete the comment.
There you go.
So Sean, if you can do that, I think that'll work better because I don't think he has email. I'm not sure because I've tried to get his address before. So Sean, if you can just comment, I promise I will take your comment down as soon as I write your address down. And then of course I'll share that with Boston because we both got new decals. Hey, let's talk about that. We both got new decals in. I'm already out. I've got some to send to you and one other person, and that's all I got left. And I have to order more.
So mine are going out this week. What I wanted to do was I wanted to get everyone's addresses. I didn't have everyone's address, and I left it in a video. I said, hey, let me know if you guys want a decal. I'm going to send them all at the same time. Yes, I got mine in, and they're going to be sent out to people this week.
Hold on. We gotta blow that up, brother. Hold on, because I don't know who designed that, but man, that looks really good.
Let me. There it is. There.
Man, so, I don't know who made those for you, but man.
So I'm going to talk about that right now. So the person that made this, right? So Big J, he made this for me, right? But don't go asking because he doesn't want to do it. Seriously, he doesn't want to do it. And you're not being mean or nothing, but it is work. But anyways, he made this for me, and I appreciate it. And I actually went to I'm trying to think of the name.
Sticker Mule.
If you guys want to have stickers made, go over to Sticker Mule. They were fast. They were fast.
The more you buy, the quicker they are. So if you're buying 30 plus, they're going to get it to you quick. If you're buying 10, they're going to sit on it.
Yeah.
But guys, with that, what I did, I'll tell people what I use. I use Adobe Express. It's and I wish people would share stuff like this for me. Adobe Express is free. You can use it for free. You just have to teach yourself how to use it. It's all layers. So what I did was I played with that for probably 2 weeks. And then I was like, hey, dude, here's 4 designs. Find one you like. Tell me some tweaks. Tell me some edits I can add. He picked one. You made the edits. You told me what edits you wanted made. And we just did it. And then I sent you the whatever it's called, JPEG or PNG or whatever it's called.
Super simple. I shouldn't say that. He made it. But from what he was telling me, it's pretty simple, guys.
You just have it's like everything else. It's like this YouTube thing or editing videos. You have to get in there and play with it and figure out how to use it. But because I'd reach out to somebody through someone else said, hey, reach out to them. They'll help you. Well, I'll reach out to them and I got a big fat no. So I was like, okay, I'll just teach myself something. And I watched a YouTube video on different programs to use, and that's what I used. And it's free. So, Adobe Express, Sticker Mule, one's free. Sticker Mule, of course, is going to charge you, but you could probably get 30 stickers for $40. I'm guessing somewhere in that area.
Yeah. So I paid the first time around. I got I think you can get 20 stickers for $30, right?
Yeah.
So it's not bad. It's really, because I don't know what other companies are going to charge you, but they do a good job. They do a good job. They're real fast. They came in the mail within the week. The prediction date was actually longer than how long they took to get to the house. So they're fast and they do a great job. But yeah, thank you, Jay, for doing that for me. Like I said, he doesn't want to be doing that all day and stuff, but thank you for doing that for me.
Because a lot of this stuff, like I said, I get up and get moving about 2 hours early to study stuff like that and to do. That's when I'm shooting a lot of my shorts is early in the morning, and then at my lunchtime I'm add music or whatever I need to do to release it. Or this is, we say it all the time. This is a second job, and hats off to people like J.O. Georgia Adventure, who's going out working full-time jobs, doing your business on the side and doing YouTube on top of all that. And they always respond to all your comments and everything. And Georgia is also very active on other platforms as well. So guys, I definitely go over and check out Instagram. And I think he's on other platforms too, but man, yeah. EDC Leatherworks and Georgia Adventure. I think he's got 2 different Instagram accounts. And got stunning pictures of the stuff he makes on there. He put up some pictures today of some Sodbuster slips he had made. So get over there and check that out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Thrifty Kniffy says sticker beat guys better prices than sticker mule. So hey,
so we could check that out.
yeah, because the cheaper the better. You know, they don't call him Thrifty for nothing. Hey,
That's right.
Warthog, thank you for stopping by. He has to run, but he's saying happy Easter to everybody. So thank you very much for stopping by, Warthog. And I love that Barlow you put up earlier. Stunning knife.
Take care, Rick. I don't know why this my computer went out and it came back in. I'm looking at you guys, but it's showing that I'm not looking at you guys. I don't know. Okay, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to ask you, have you got any pieces in this week that you haven't got to show yet?
None. Nope. So the only the last one, oh yeah, that's something I talk about real quick. Guys, this one's a fantastic one. So this one here, I think it was like a week and a half ago. But guys, for the price, I talked about it last time. This is awesome. This one here, guys, this is like $30 on Amazon, or like $26. But this is the Kershaw. This is the Kershaw.
Culpeper.
I'm sorry. Yeah, what is it?
Culpeper.
Yeah, because you got one too. Yeah, this is a phenomenal knife. I think it was $26 on Amazon, guys, and it doesn't have half stops, but I don't care. Just the fit and finish on this is amazing. The brass line is in there. The springs, man, everything is so tight on this knife. There's no gapping, nothing. This is a fantastic knife for $26. I've actually heard that a lot of other people were grabbing these, and I can see why. But just a great knife. Yeah, someone who said that, Jersey Knife guy said, look at that clip. Take a look at that clip point, guys. Fantastic. I really, I'm liking this. How is the pull on it? It's great. Thrifty. I mean, I would say, you get a good 6. I'd say a 6 out of there. But you can hear it. Locks right up. Just a great knife for like $26. You cannot beat this knife for the price. If you guys are looking for something that's in that price range, $26, man, check it out. It really is nice.
Yeah, I did my video on that. I just haven't released it yet because I got so many other videos that I want to do and put out. That, like, I've got, I'm going to do Randy's tomorrow. Then I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do a 3 for Thursday, shoot it tomorrow on these Victorinox before I send them out. Because I'm sending this in your way. And I know nothing about them though. Like, I don't know what they're called. So I got to have to research, like, hey, what are they? What the hell are these things even? Because I don't know the names of them.
No, thank you for sending that my way. I appreciate that, Jay. Thanks for thinking of me on that.
Yeah, they're all different sizes, like, and they all got these this advertising, which I never knew anything about. People wanting them with the advertising and stuff. So
no, and those Victorinox, they're great. That's nice. I like that. Those Victorinox, I put one in my bag every day for work. I has the one with the your screwdriver in there and all that. They work great. They really do. We're getting down to we got an hour and 28 minutes in. So we're going to be wrapping this up in the next couple of minutes here. But again, I just want to thank everybody that joined us today. And this was, like I said, this was about Big J, and he's just putting out. I wanted to do this, and he's putting out great content, guys. And he's always on the grind, always working, always putting in the work. Like he was just saying, waking up 2 hours early to figure out things on YouTube, and share some of his videos. Let's get him over that 1,000 hump, because he's right there. He's right there, guys. And I know that everyone here, we look out for one another. So I wanted to put this out for Big J today. And like I said, share his videos. But he's doing some great things. And thank you guys for coming in today. We always enjoy you. Always enjoy your comments. it's just, it's been a great time as usual. We'll be back next week. Before we go, Jay, you want to say some last things there?
I just want to thank everyone for their support, because a lot of the guys, or a lot of the channels that are on here, I hate to just say guys all the time, because you don't. But I want to thank everyone for their support. Mike Curtis always comments no matter what time of the day I put something out. Mike Curtis is usually the first one to comment. Jersey has always been there from day one to help me. You yourself, ever since Warthog put me and you up there together, we started talking, and
Yep.
yeah, it's just the support from everybody on here. And like I said, I hate to name names because you're going to miss somebody. Sean Fleming, who always puts great supportive comments up. He thinks about my dogs, how many people are doing, and it's just great to, I tell my wife that, and she thinks the world of people like that.
Yeah.
So guys, just thanks for your support. If you can, share, like, subscribe. And when this is over, if you can go in and like the actual video itself and maybe share it, because that'll help the algorithm as well. And what's the point, EDC? That dude is putting out some funny stuff as well. Every time I watch his videos, and I told him this on a thing, you make me laugh because the music he has, he puts out music that I haven't heard in like 20 some years. And he's all the time, he don't care what it is. He's throwing it into a board or doing the drop test on whatever blade it is. And I told him, like, dude, every time I see your vids, you put a smile on my face, man, because you got me thinking about stuff that I haven't thought about in so long. Like, he had that Three Little Piggies song on his short the other day. I don't know if you guys know that hard rock version of Three Little Piggies, but yeah, I was like, God dang, I heard that in years, man. So guys, get over and check these newer guys out as well. And I hate to say newer, but I mean, they might have 300 or 400. I only got 740, but get over there, like, subscribe, leave some comments, support each other, because I know I love it. I know Boston appreciates it. So guys, it's been, I want to thank everyone for stopping by tonight and watching our live.
Really? Yeah, no, thank you guys. It's great. Thank you all. I can see all the comments right now. Great chat, guys. This is all because of you. You guys make this what it is. Thank you for coming in. Really, we appreciate it. We'll be back next Saturday, same time. We're gonna figure out what we're gonna do for next week, which that's still up in the air, but we'll be figuring something out. But thank you guys for all coming in. Remember, share it, like it, and we'll keep rolling, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
See you guys. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, guys.